between them. There is like a fighter, a knight, and a spearman, and the general difference between them is that the fighter is average, the spearman has a longer reach and stuns enemies, and the knight uh, deals more damage but has less protection, which makes no sense because he should be the most protected of all considering the amount of armor he's carrying. Those are the general differences. There's not much more to say about it. I haven't noticed that either of them is significantly better at fulfilling a specific role than any other. They all seem to be equally, or at least reasonably closely competent at what they do. Didn't I have more archers? I felt I had more archers. Why not? I can afford it. There was a game which is similar. It was also a castle builder game that went nowhere, unfortunately. I probably will play on a stream sometime because, again, it is a fun game. It just lacks depth. It also reminds me of this game. It's called Castle Story. Now, the Castle Story was made by Sauropod Studio some years ago. And it was one of the first games I've purchased while it was in early access. I generally don't take early access games unless I'm really, really interested in the premise and how it looks like and works. So that was one of the first one I did, and what it offered was quite an in-depth and complex way of building fortifications and castles, where you would actually build the initial stages of the construction, as in a foundation, followed by an internal structure of support beams, and then brickwork on top of it. And it had quite a complex system that you could build with, and I liked that. And the game promised a lot, had a lot of potential, went nowhere. It pretty much stopped at a certain stage, and right now it's very similar to this in a way, with the addition of more advanced castle building mechanics. But that's it. You have a fighter, an archer, and a general worker, Bricktron. That's how they're called there. There are two games. There are two game modes. One is a survival, where you do exactly the same thing that you do here. You survive wave after wave of enemies. And the second one is an annihilation, where you have to build up a base while searching out the enemy bases and destroy them, which is a process which takes quite a while because the maps are big, the Bricktons are small and slow. So yeah, it isn't the best product out there. It is fun for what it is, but considering the potential it had and what it promised, it's so little in comparison. I mean, that's the biggest shame of these things, is when the game has the potential to be so much and turns out to be so little, either because of constraints that were done in development, or one reason or another. It doesn't really matter. The end result is the same. I mean, you see that a lot, but usually you see it with games of less prospect, the games that are worth less. These are more advanced games that are built with a lot more care. There is love and passion behind the project, and you can see that. I mean, this is an early access game. Look how much care has been put into the models, the art style, and the game has very few glitches that I've noticed. The pathfinding being the only one that actually affects gameplay. There was an instance or two where the building would fall through the ground, mostly when it was being either constructed or demolished. I think that I actually caught one of those instances on cam. and that these guys would just, again, the pathfinding wouldn't work. Other than that, not really. It is quite a simple game in its concept. It seems that the pathfinding will be the biggest challenge for the developer to fix and maintain. Other than that, as long as the game provides more content and depth further on, it's gonna be a wonderful game. It's castle building games are always good, but they always need to have something to keep them going. And I did mention the comparison with Stronghold before. Now, the reason why Stronghold has such longevity is because of its campaign, because it has an infinitely interesting and fun campaign. So it's not just, you can build a castle and maintain it, although you do have that mode. But in Stronghold, you had a military campaign and an economic campaign, and you can focus on one or the other, and you had tasks and missions that you had to adapt yourself to. So you couldn't spam a certain resource that was plentiful on the map because the tasks would be different, and that's what made it interesting and so worthy of playing over and over again. This game right now, I've reached a point where I've built up so much, I'm just waiting for the next attack to come, which is in 9 seconds, and we'll see if... Oh, I didn't even get all of my troops in to the gates on time. So this time we're not gonna go meet them. They are gonna come and meet us. I'm hoping that the catapult splash damage doesn't affect my troops. I should probably build more troops. They are having quite a bit. Now let's draw them in towards more archers. Yeah, it's a whole different story where you can actually defend under the walls. There we go. We will not... Oh, we are actually having one of our buildings damaged, but it's being defended by archers, so we're gonna leave it alone. The builders can repair it during the day. Yeah. We lost 13 troops. And they have one catapult? Why not? Let's rush that one catapult. Oh, we're having a wolfie here. I'm not certain how the waves work, because last wave had more siege engines and it seemed to be it had more troops in general. This one was smaller, I think. Really can't say. There we go. The attack has been crushed. Where is the next attack coming from? I could just look at it this way. There we go. Okay, so it's 3 waves from there. So we're gonna get our troops over to this end now. We already have one catapult there ready. Let's get all of our troops over here. Okay, so we actually can have archers occupying the towers with siege machines. I didn't think that was possible. Maybe that might have been a glitch. Hey, Galaxy, nice to see you there. Yeah, you missed the stream. There's 2 hours going in the stream. Sorry about that, but I do stream at the same time every week, so you can learn. Also, this is the interim stream. You weren't here at the beginning of the stream, so you didn't hear that I was explaining what I'm gonna be doing with the rest of my streams from this point onwards. So just a brief description, and just let me check something. For some reason, pretzel rocks have stopped rocking anyway. Pretzel, why you do this to me? Why are you quiet now? You make me wanna hurt you. Okay, so we do need some siege machinery that I'm gonna line up here while I'm fixing the whatever's wrong with the bloody pretzel, because it says it's playing music, but it's not playing music at all. It's just there. So right now the only music coming in is the music from the game. Which is weird as all hell. So until the pretzel comes to its senses, I'm just gonna turn on the game music instead. Which is by no means bad, but it's generic as all hell. Yeah, Galaxy Squad, I've heard that the Twitch does that sometimes. I really have no explanation for it. I don't know. It doesn't send me notifications either. For the streamers I watch, of course. Okay, so archers. I have plenty of archers. Gonna get a few of them there. Get a few of them there. Okay. That wasn't planned. Are these archers as well? Yes, they are. So you guys go over there. There we go. Perfect. So the attack is probably gonna come straight through here, so we should be ready for them. Plenty of archers, and the rest of the troops are here. I could probably deal with more troops, so let's... There we go. Anyway, Galaxy, I was saying that as of this point, the streams are gonna be more thematic, and I'm not gonna be just randomly streaming games of the same type anymore. Up until this point, I was playing mostly just games like colony management and similar games. I played Oni, Battletech being one of the few different games I've played. So as of this point, on Wednesdays, I'm gonna be playing games that have stories and campaigns, and they're gonna be varied, as in strategies and shooters and all kinds of stuff. And on Sundays, we'll have our roguelikes and strategies and the survivals and so on, like Stationeers, for example. Although Stationeers, I'll probably have to put the Stationeers on a break, because the whole idea with the Stationeers was that it's going to be a co-op stream with my friend, but because of personal reasons, my friend can't make it to play the game with me right now. So until he is able to, It's kind of silly for me to play the game alone, because while the game is fun, it's a lot more fun in co-op, and that's what I wanted to do with it. So I'm gonna consider what I'm gonna do about that. Okay, Pretzel, did you come to your senses? No, you have not. What the hell is wrong with you, Pretzel? It's weird because it says that the Pretzel is running and it's actually going through the songs, but it's not actually playing. That's weird. And no way for me to fix it right now. Everything has to give me some trouble. Even Pretzel has to. Also, let me check something. Okay, no drop frames, good. I was getting paranoid because the game is stuttering a bit. It dropped to 36 frames per second. I mean, why, game? Why have you dropped 35 frames per second? There is no reason for you to drop to such frames. $54, $48, $47. Why? Why, game? Why, game? I know it's essentially optimization. The game is in early access and it only became available like, what, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? Something like that? So yeah, there will be issues and there will be optimization issues. It's all fine. Why do I have 2 catapults here? There is no need for 2 catapults to be here. 1 catapult could go away, thank you. I could put 1 here though. Can I make a catapult in 1 minute and 4 seconds? I don't think so. Very unlikely. Only these 3. I wonder if I'll have enough troops. I have 70 soldiers, so... Oh, will you make it? Will you make it? It might make it. It might make it. Also, would you fill all the spots in the tower, please? Don't make me micromanage you. Why do I have to micromanage you? Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Yes, we have an extra catapult. Just in time for the attack. And the moon people cometh. Okay, not a single siege engine that I can see right now. Okay, the big guys have fallen. I have lost 8 troops so far. I'm losing a lot of my guys to archers, so let's retreat and let these guys come into the range of my archers. How do you like them apples? Yeah. We lost half of our army though. Can we get this guy? No, we cannot. Seems that there is a blind spot there and we can't reach this guy. Oh, we did reach the guy. Okay. Probably killed by splash damage or something. Okay, the next one is coming from the other direction. Still just 3 waves. So we will put a gate there. So I don't need all of them here. So I'm gonna drop this one. I hope I got everybody to this wall. Let's make both. Of course, this wall will be a lot more useful if I flip the fortifications to the correct side of the wall. Archer is over here. Rest of you out there. Are you sitting in the grass? You're not. You're just pretty much as tall as the grass. Okay, so I do want some weaponry here. And a ballista would be good there. But the rest I want to be archers. Go. Any more revived units? Plenty of revived units. Still 7 left to revive. I could make some extra walls forward, but I won't. That should be more than sufficient to deal with these guys. How much do I have? 79 a minute. Oh, let's make more. We'll see. If that takes more money than I have, then I'll do some taxes. Because my people don't need to be happy. They just need to give me taxes. Well, I did mention that this game has some pathfinding issues. Are you stuck, little guy? There was one more thing that this game has, that's ramps. So I'm gonna put a ramp there. There's no need for me to put a ramp there, but I'm putting a ramp there. Just because I haven't built one yet. Speaking of the things I haven't built, I don't really need any of this, but I'm putting it down anyway. You join everybody else here. We have 5 minutes until the next attack. I pretty much developed everything I can. There's nothing more I really need to do. I could start expanding outwards just for the hell of it. So I'm gonna take this territory. And then I'm gonna take these two for food. I don't need them, but I might as well take them. And then I can, just for funsies, I can go to the second layer of wall. I still have 15 waves left to go. Which means I won't be able to finish this by the end of the stream. But, doesn't matter. I didn't really intend to. The game doesn't really get all that difficult. I'm playing on a medium skill, by the way, but nothing much happens really after you've set everything up. I've played, when I was testing this earlier, I played it on an easier difficulty. Pretty much the same thing. Nothing really happens. Once you set everything up properly, that's simply it. The waves of enemies don't really get much harder. I mean, they get more numerous, but as long as you set up your defenses properly, that's pretty much it. It is an early access game, like I said, so hopefully they will be adding more to it. There is huge potential in this game. If they asked me that the thing I would add to this game, among other things, is a tech tree or just more things that you can do, and a campaign, because this setup for a campaign would work perfectly, and then just gradual unlocking of tech as you go through the campaign. And I mean, the game already pulls cues from both Stronghold and from games like Castle Story, so it should take some of the finer points of those games and then utilize them. What is this? Special resources. Used for trading. I don't need that. What is the point of trading? Trading for what? More gold? I have gold. No, I'm sorry, sunstone. I have sunstone. I don't really need to. I don't really even need to go and fetch that rock in the distance, which is over there. I'm taking territories just for funsies now. There is really no point in me doing any of this. $760 for that. Resources. This is a hunter's hut. How many people I have idling? 0, so we're gonna upgrade this house. Well, Galaxy, it might just as well be as you say, because the game was just released into early access, so this is an early build of the game. And I'm actually considered that the only glitches I've encountered so far are pathfinding issues. I'd say that's fine, a fine early access game. I really think that if they do the things properly, if they add content properly, this game could go a long way. But it is a question of what they will be adding and how much. And seriously, are you incapable of making steps? Why are you humping that pole? Would you stop? You pervert. No, I didn't say go down. I say... What? Why? The whole point of the ramp is so that you can climb up on it. Seriously. Can you get up there? For 3 days. That's a fine sentence you have there. Did I put this ramp in correctly? I put this ramp in correctly. So that's a fine sentence you've said there. You've spent 3 days putting Kerbals on space, and how far along did you get to? That's actually 5th or 6th rover which was put on Mars. Oh no, I've selected some of my archers as well. That was not intentional. Okay, so it is day 15 and you've stopped sending siege machines. Those siege machines were the most damaging things you were doing to me. So why are you not using siege machines anymore? Those were the only things that were doing me any damage whatsoever. Okay, so I just realized that the reason why I was getting sounds from my headphones is because the headphones did in fact were running out of power. And I will definitely need more troops because this game suddenly became a lot harder. They actually managed to break through the wall. Well, it would help if you didn't just stand there and let them kill you. Okay, the game has now become harder. Apparently they don't really need the siege machines to make a mess. Also, archers can't defend themselves.